say. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hello and welcome back to the Anarchy in the Ukulele Friday show. I'm on my own again. I did say last week that hopefully this week would be back to normal. Unfortunately not. Abby is still away and Kevin last week was unwell. This week he is in hospital. So he was rushed into hospital end of last week with an infected gallbladder. Has been in there ever since. So it's gone over a week now and is on the waiting list to have surgery. So he might be out of action for a while longer. But everyone here, and I'm sure everyone watching, sends Kevin best wishes and really hope you're back on your feet soon. Mostly so that you can give me hell for what is going on in the background. We don't normally have instruments in the background. I mentioned that we should do this when we first started doing the Friday show, and now that I'm in charge for this week, I won't be next week, I'll be fired for next week. But I thought I needed to set up the drum kit because we were playing, and I just thought I'm going to set up around that, and then I've got some instruments out, put them over there. So it's a proper working studio. I've got a keyboard behind me, all of these instruments. So yes, I'm sorry Kevin, hope you feel better soon. Anyway, on with the show. I am going to try my best. I used all of my tricks last week because I was on my own, and it was the only one I was going to be on my own, and I won't have to think about anything else in the future. No, I'm having to do this week. Hopefully next week Abby will be back, so it'll be even more anarchy because it'll be me and Abby. But this week I've got a couple of special things for you. So first off, what on earth are you up to? What on earth am I up to? Last week I completely forgot to mention what the actual image was. So I'll put it up on screen. And we did have one winner who got it right in the comments after the premiere had finished. And that was Rachel at Ukulele Wales. Technically Rachel's husband. And the correct answer was Barry Maz escaping Alcatraz in a Honda Jazz. So, yeah, well done, Rachel. Well done for those who almost got it, saying that it was Barry Maz on the Raz. But, yeah, not quite. So, yes, we will get a t-shirt. I upgraded it to a t-shirt last week because I'm rogue and on my own, and I'm just, it's all going to go wrong, let's be honest. So I'll get a t-shirt sent out to you. I'll probably already get it sent out because I'm filming this earlier in the week, so it's on its way. Next up, we have got a segment that we have never had before. It's a brand new segment and it will never happen again because it is so much hard work that I am not going to do it again. I haven't even filmed it yet. I'm literally doing this. We normally film like this section and then we just implant it in and talk about it. I haven't actually filmed this bit yet and I'm literally about to film it. So I'm even gonna... I've got... Well, oh no, everything's going wrong. A little craft mat on a little table because, brand new segment, it's Craft Corner with Bongo Boy. So those of you that have been fans of the channel for a while might recall that last year, it was about a year ago, maybe a bit more than a year ago, I purchased a special instrument.
You secretly own a Flying V ukulele. Where did you buy it from?
eBay.
When did you buy it?
Not that long ago.
Be specific.
This week.
This week? I think that... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to say that Abby's lying. I think it's a very good one. I think Sam might have bought a Flying V ukulele.
I might have, and it might have arrived today.
I didn't receive a box.
This is the Mahala Flying V ukulele, and it's dreadful. I mean, it looks fantastic. I'm going to do the thumbnail here. So that'll do. So I just need to cut that out and then that'll be the thumbnail. You have to admit that this looks fantastic. But playability, you have to like stab it into your leg and stab it into your arm. This is completely out of tune. It's beautiful. To try and play, but it's very slippery and your arm will go, or you hold it, you like straddle it on your arm and play it like that, and it's just really uncomfortable. So I thought, what can I do to make this better? There's a number of different things that are sort of the obvious things, like change the strings, because these are the strings that came with it. They're very, very cheap strings and a bit worn out. So yeah, I'm going to change the strings. I then thought, because this is like a rock ukulele, like you can't get much more rock than a flying V, it really needs a pickup. It sounds dreadful acoustic because it doesn't, it's a triangular box, it doesn't have very good acoustics. So I thought, if you put a pickup in it, so I've got a little pickup that has 2 piezo elements that you can put under the bridge, and then have it come out wherever, maybe at the front, that might be quite cool. And then you plug a jack in, and then you can rock out and put it through effect and stuff, and it doesn't matter what it sounds like acoustically. And then, yeah, sort of go from there, maybe rock it up a little bit and just, yeah, see what happens. So I'm going to make a start on it right now. This is just going to be a live thing. I haven't really worked out what I'm going to do. I've got this enormous bag of stuff and things. I've got some new strings. They're very cheap strings, but thought that they would be good. That's the pickup. We saw this, if you remember again, on a Friday show Temu special that me and Abby did, which was one of the worst Friday shows that we've ever done because it was completely unplanned and I just bore out a bunch of Temu things. But yeah, it's very, very simple, just a jack and 2 elements that have double-sided tape, and I'm just hoping that I can stick those there and stick that out of there. I've got some strap buttons and a strap, which is again a Temu strap that did say Fender, or is meant to say Fender, and it says Fendit. Or Ferret, I don't know. But first things first. It's a bit overkill, but I don't have scissors, so I've got tin snips. That just flew across the room, jeez. Cool. How do these? Oh, they're just... So this is how you find out how your strings go on. They just tie a knot in, it goes onto there and flies off across the room. This is actually my first time changing ukulele strings. I've only just realised. So this will be interesting. You can all tell me what I'm doing wrong, and yeah. I'm okay at changing like drum heads, but I've never been very good at changing guitar strings, let alone ukulele strings. So now we have a naked flying V with no strings. That sound hole was very small. Ow! The hell is that? Ow, is that glue? Yeah, it's hot glue. God, that's sharp under there. I think it's just the pins for the bridges and they've hot glued it in, which is very strange. Alright, so first things first, I need to figure out how I'm going to put this beauty on. Now I think you'd normally put these through part of the bracing, but this doesn't really have much bracing because it doesn't need it, because it's just a box. There's only one thing for it really, is figure out will that fit. I also haven't tested this. I have no idea if this works. It was off Temu. I guess we'll see. Yes! So you just need to bend that bit. Like that. We've got this little camera down there. And then... Right. I need a drill. This is not a tutorial. I just want like a disclaimer for that I'm hoping that I don't ruin this, but there's a very good chance that I will. Should we go there? Yeah. Let's go. Bit bigger. Might have gone through a little bit of the bracing. Oh, so close. Still so close. Come on. Yeah. Right. I'll clear that up later. So now it's the very, very easy task of getting this into there, which I'm sure will be... I did learn a trick. There's to use a cocktail stick. Not a cocktail stick, a chopstick. I don't have a chopstick. I wonder if this... Oh, well, that won't go in that hole, so that's not going to be very good. I think I've got a chopstick. I don't know how... I don't even think that's going to be useful. Maybe if I like... Duct tape comes to save the day. That's actually duct tape. It's branded duct tape. I don't want to stick it too much because I need to be able to get it. The tape can live in there, it'll be fine. So then, try and get it to the hole. Oh, that's so close. Oh, I can see it. I don't know why I'm putting a pencil rubber in there. But, oh, I didn't put the washers on the other end. Alright, now I have to do it with washers on there and try and make sure that they don't fall off. Yep. I'll do that. And then there's no boundaries to my genius. I've changed my mind. This is a tutorial on how to do this. Apart from there's now a chopstick that is also part of the ukulele. Look at that! We now have a pickup jack fitted, and I can make it look nice with this. That's a strap button. That's fine, it doesn't matter. This is a ukulele that will have 3 strap buttons, that's fine. Right, it's now a case of sticking these under the bridge. I'm fairly sure they both go under the bridge. This is probably more for a guitar, which is why there's 2. So I'm just going to put one there and one like as close to as under the bridge as I can get them. I might be able to fit one in the middle. I was going to say I don't really want it there, but it's stuck now, it's not coming out. And then this one can go somewhere else. There. It slipped. It's stuck. It's there. So we got one about there and one about there. I'm sure it'll be fine. I wish I could test this, but I took the strings off. I can test it working at least. Just need amps. Now I'm going to get the really expensive jack lead because this obviously requires it. So these are passive pickups, so they don't require battery. I mean, that doesn't really feel like that's in very well, but but you can't say that doesn't look cool with it coming out there. It might get in the way a bit, but it's fine. We're form over function here at AnarchyInTheUkulele. Check that off the list. Pick up, done. Now the next thing, if we're going to really rock out on this thing, we want to make sure that the nice pink paintwork stays good. So I thought that I could cut a pick guard. And it sort of goes something like, yeah, it could be a nice little curve. It'll be a very small pick guard. That'd be cute. I'll do like you used to do in primary school, where you go to a church and then they'd give you some crayons, like relief sketching or something. Right. I now have, I'm going to put this in here. I now have a rough guide of what the ukulele looks like. Yeah, something organic like that. This is just a little piece of A4 plastic sheet. I don't think it's pickguard material, but that's what we've got. But I've got a cutting mat, so I'm prepared in that sense. If this is the first time that you've tuned into the Friday show or any of our videos, welcome. This is the relaxation and meditation session of this week's Friday show. Next week we will be planting sunflowers while listening to relaxing waterfalls. Now I've got, yes, really nice pick guard. I don't know how much this will guard against picks because it is a very thin bit of plastic, which is currently not glued on, so I didn't think about glue. Glue. I also brought a hairband because it is warm in here and my hair keeps getting in the way, so it can sod off. Not spun, but Pritt Stick, it does everything. It's ideal for sticking paper and card. Wood is basically paper and this is plastic card. I'm sure it'll be fine. Again, this is not a tutorial. And then just like always make sure to wipe the glue on your jeans, because then people will know that you're a proper crafts person, because you'll have glue on your jeans. Anything that you're working with, whether it's paint or glue or just literally anything, wipe it on your jeans. It's a sign of you know what you're doing if you've got crap all over your jeans. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that already looks way cooler I'll clean it up a bit better later. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. It's mostly just fingerprints. So we've now got a pickup, a pick guard, so we can strum and it can be heard and you don't damage the surface of your beautiful flying ukulele. Check out that there. I guess the next thing would be to put a strap button. Put one. Where do they go? They go there, don't they? So we'll put one there. Could I go to that? Would that be weird? Maybe I'll put one in first. And then assess. So I'm thinking about there. I'm going to be sensible. Drill a pilot hole so I don't split the neck. Right, where do I want it? I'm going to use a pen to mark where I'm going to drill. So that there. Do I have a screwdriver? This screw is much longer than I thought. This is a bit overkill for this. This is off of an electric guitar, so I think the screw is a bit longer than necessary for this. But I've got a strap button. Let's see if the strap works. I have no hope for the strap because it says Fender there, so it says Fender on the back bit. Don't know if you can see that, but then it says Fendette on the rest of it. What am I doing? Where am I going with this? Wait, how did... They normally come... Isn't that normally over this shoulder? Yes. Well, duh, wrong. It's upside down. But it's not that. Oh, I don't know. There we go. Look at how ridiculous that looks. How ridiculously good that looks. Yeah. I think that's fantastic. I still think that it's a stupid design even with a strap. I'm going to take this off without pulling the pickup out. I just feel like this would be 10 times better if it wasn't a flying D. There you are. This is foam that came in. I can't remember what it came in. It's just like a box with some mics or something. It's brilliant to cut. Don't worry, Kevin. This isn't from one of our mic cases. Actually, I think it is. But you throw it out, so... Free reign, I'd say. Get the godfather of glue. I don't know why people don't use Pritt Stick for everything. I don't think there's anything that you can't stick with Pritt Stick. Pritt Stick. And then you've got a nice cushion. I don't know if they've got Pritt Stick anywhere else in the world or if it's just an English thing. I don't even know what it is. I mean, it's glue, obviously, but like it's not. Is it like a solid version of PVA? I don't really know. Yeah. And because it's black, you can barely see it. Like, hold down my arm, it disappears. And like have it on. Yeah, see the black disappears. So you're still playing a flying V, but comfortably. Oh, that's so much nicer because you've got a bit of padding and you've got something you can actually hold on to. I guess you could put like a bit of wood in the back for extra support, but who cares? And because it's still flat, you can still stand it up. It's one of the unique things about a flying V is that you can stand it up on end and it's perfectly stable. But if you did want a little bit extra, you could cut a curved bit of foam. That could go there, but pretty happy with that. I don't think I want to do anything else to it. I don't want to ruin it. We could gig with this. So, yeah. I'm just going to restring it. I mean, you've all seen someone string a ukulele or you've done it yourself. And either way, it would have been better than what I'm about to do. So, I might just cut here and come back with a fully strung ukulele. So I'll see you in a sec. Oh, right, I'm back. I have restrung and sort of tuned this ukulele, and the new strings are white and look beautiful as opposed to the black ones that were on there before. One issue I did come across while restringing this is that Pritt Stick isn't as good as I thought it was, but I think that's sort of a feature because it's a removable thing. So it's like, want it to play, want it to display, want it to play. There's only one thing left to do. Is to see what it sounds like plugged in. Oh. Look at that. Oh, no, the strap even holds that thing in. So then, plug it in there, turn it on. Okay, I'm blowing the mics doing that, but I don't know why it's still on. Standby is on. Okay. So, I've now decided that this is a tutorial on how to turn your flying V into a flying triangle, and just to make it better and more playable, because it now has a pickup, because it sounds shocking acoustically, but through an amp. with some effects. It, I'm sure, sounds fantastic. So, yeah. Back to the normal thing, which, as I said, I'm filming this all at the same time, so I just basically have to... So I hope that was a very useful tutorial. If you ever want to fit a pickup without knowing how to do it, make your own pick guard with the wrong materials, fill in the V of a flying V, and change the strings, but you already know how to change the strings, and I don't know how to change the string. I mean, you haven't seen the shocking job that I've done with those strings. They're all over the place. But I digress. Next up, I've got a very short interview that I did with Peter Moss. It's got a little bit of news, so maybe this should be news. In today's news, we have a little interview that I did with Peter Moss, where he's talking about a little campaign that he's put together, where he's trying to get people to get back out there after all lockdown and COVID and everything, and get out to ukulele groups. So enjoy. Thank you, Peter, for joining me for just a very quick interview. I saw something that you posted on Facebook the other day, which was getting back on the ukulele bus. And I just wanted to know a bit more about that, because you were trying to share it to groups and get group leaders involved. So we thought it'd be the perfect opportunity for you to plug it to as many people as possible. So over to you. Tell us all about it.
Well, first of all, thanks, Sam, for letting me do this. I think it's a really good cause, and it just needs somebody to give it a little push. But I can't do it by myself. And it started 3 months ago, where I was asking group leaders about attendance of ukulele groups post-COVID. And a lot of people said, we're very down. Some said 40%, some said 50% down. And this is people, obviously, who survived COVID, I'm talking about, but just didn't return to the ukulele scene. And I kept hearing it over and over again. And then I went to places like festivals, and they said, we're really, really down, on numbers. So therefore we can't offer what we used to. And rather than everybody sort of sounding very negative in that, I thought, well, maybe I could kickstart something just for a bit of fun. And the numbers of 40%, if you really think about that, 40% is a large number. That's a large number who aren't attending, that's staying at home. The sort of social aspect has gone for those people. Purchasing new instruments, 40% down. Attendance to festivals, as we said, are down. So the whole scene basically is down. So what I decided to do on Facebook about 2 weeks ago was literally put an appeal out to those people that used to have so much fun when they used to go every week or every couple of weeks to their ukulele club. And they just used to play tunes either just in the club, or some actually went out to do venues as well, charity venues in senior residential homes, etc., etc. But it was all, as well as the music, it was the social aspect, and it was getting people out of their houses. Now, a lot of people are of a senior age, let's put it that way, and these people kind of are a little bit scared still, about COVID in its very reduced numbers nowadays. But it's trying to encourage them to start again, to come out and get back involved again. So after that post, I got a load of feedback, which was very nice. And this was from people who hadn't gone back. And the reason wasn't as I thought, which was, is it the scare of catching COVID again? It was the fear of not doing anything for 3 years. And then it's like, well, hang on a minute. How can I go back now? Because you've got a whole group of people who've been back jamming again for the last 12 months. And me, I've just not picked up a uke in 3 years. So how on earth am I going to fit in? And I then got to thinking, crikey, it's true when you think about it. If you've not been doing something, whatever it is, then how do you get back into that habit again? So then, so then I thought, well, maybe let's look at this from another angle. Instead of appealing to the public who are playing the ukuleles, why can't I try and get ukulele leaders of clubs and groups to write something, basically welcoming those people back with open arms? To sort of say, look, we understand the predicament. If you haven't been playing for a while, what if we could bring you in, say an hour early or something like that, and offer you some extra tuition before coming back to the main group again? And this has been fantastic. I've had responses. I also asked them if on this letter that they would send out to either via email or to the local group Facebook page, the response was amazing, but it's only probably 15 groups, and I'm trying to get 100 groups, if not 200 groups, and the leaders to actually get involved with this to get people back on, as I call it, the ukulele bus.
Yes. Oh, no, that sounds absolutely brilliant. And we will also keep pushing and mentioning that, get back on the ukulele bus. Not a physical bus, is it? Are you going to get a double-decker bus and go round and collect all these ukulele players? And
I wish. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be great fun to do? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, Matt at World of Ukes is doing the ukulele on a train. Why not ukulele on a bus as well?
Well, there you go. A little trip around. I'm sure somebody's done it somewhere.
Yeah, it could be Cliff Richard. We're all going on a
That's
summer
it.
holiday, but we're all
Holiday,
in a bus playing ukulele.
Fabulous. Yeah. So what I would ask, if any group leaders are watching this, is please take it on board. Please copy me in on anything that you send out, and that way we've got some form of measurement. So if you say that, well, I've sent this out to this many people, as a result, we've managed to get another 5 people on board last month. That would be absolutely fantastic, and that's the sort of way I want to try and measure it. If I can give my email out to here, and that'd be great. So it's my name, Peter Moss, all lowercase, Peter Moss. Then it's a load of numbers, 65000 at gmail.com. So that's Peter Moss, 65000 at gmail.com. And I am open to suggestions as well, if anybody's got any other ideas on how we can get these people back involved with the ukulele scene again.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I'll put that on screen as well so that people can see that. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so thank you so much, Peter, for heading this push to get as many people back to ukulele as possible. And speaking of, have you got anything coming up? Have you got any gigs coming up? Have you got any workshops that people could come and join in and get playing?
Sure, yeah. Well, this very month, if you're watching this in the month of May, at the end of this month is Monopoly, which is in southern Italy, Monopolele even. And I've played that before and really looking forward to that. And then there's Ukestock, which is in the Netherlands. That's coming up the following month. Then, of course, the Ukulele Festival of Great Britain. Are you guys going to be there at the Ukulele Festival?
So Paul is doing a workshop. We're not playing or doing a workshop, but we have tickets. We are going to be there. We will be wandering around. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
I look forward to that. Yes, too. Then in October, there's 3 things right after each other. There's the Funky Frets Festival in Philadelphia. I'm back for a day, and I go off to the Czech Republic to do what's called Zeliv, which is a ukulele retreat. I'm back for 2 days, and then it's the Isle of Wight Festival. I'm back for 3 days, and then it's a cruise to Florida and the Caribbean. Yeah. And then back in December, I'm playing in Blackpool.
Oh, well, that's a bit closer to home. I mean, that's mad. Spending 1 day at home in between America and the Czech Republic.
Yeah. Well, it's like the buses, isn't it? It's never one, and then they all come at once, and it's exactly what's happened this year with the festivals. So,
yes,
but I'm very happy to be doing it. Yeah,
brilliant, and well, hopefully we'll see you at Ukulele Festival of Great Britain, but hopefully any of our viewers will see you at any of those events all around the world. I'm sure there'll be someone there that has an Anarchy t-shirt on or something. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And please come forward if you do see me at the festivals. Please introduce yourselves.
Yes. Peter is lovely, and he will welcome anyone as long as you are nice to him.
As long as you buy him a drink.
You're his. Anyway, you mentioned when we started this interview that you had a special surprise for us to end the interview with.
Yes.
So I wondered if you were prepared for that.
Yeah, so I wrote this cheesy little song all about getting people back on the ukulele bus. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll get a uke round my neck.
Perfect.
Now remember when, in years gone by, all the fun you used to have. You turned up uke in hand each week and sure had a great laugh. Now the tunes you played and the friends you made, maybe some happy tears shed. So lucky you found this happy place. Looking forward to great times ahead. But then came COVID and everything stopped. And nobody saw it coming. The months went by and even the years and interrupted all your strumming. How rude. So much so you put it down, and with a feeling of discontent. Now here's a way to avoid being one of the 40%. So I say, get back on the ukulele bus. Oh yeah. Now get back on that ukulele bus. You know you love it, so please don't quit. It keeps your sanity, and that's legit. So get back on that ukulele bus. All together now, let's do it. So get back on that ukulele bus. Oh yeah. So get back on that ukulele bus. Now you know you love it, so please don't quit. It keeps your sanity, and that's legit. So get back on the ukulele bus. Oh yeah. So get back on that ukulele bus. Yeah, one more time. So get back on that ukulele bus. Yeah, do it.
Oh, fantastic. I will say
said it was cheesy.
It was very, very cheesy and way better than I imagined it would be for an hour before this interview. No offence. But yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. And
thank you.
Yeah, I expect that to be recorded and hitting the charts by the end of the week. You never know, you might make Eurovision. Got that. Which is tomorrow, because this is going out on Friday. Tomorrow night on Eurovision.
Oh, yes, of course. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, amazing, Peter. Thank you so much for joining me on this very quick interview. And yeah, make sure that if you haven't been going to your ukulele group, that you get back on that ukulele bus immediately. So thank you so much, Peter, and take care.
Cheers for now.
Thank you, Peter, for joining me for that interview. It was very interesting. Next up, we have some breaking news that has happened today, and that is that in our office we have come across a dog that can play the ukulele. It is office dog Rocco, and we have a short clip of him playing the ukulele that I will show you now. I'm sure you'll all agree that Rocco is absolutely adorable, a very good player, and will be in the band in no time. That is all the news I have for you today. Hopefully there will be some more next week. If there is any news that you have that you want us to read out, comment it below or email us at hello@anarchyintheukulele.com, and we will make sure to feature it in a future Friday show. Thank you very much. Thank you once again to the very handsome and talented news presenter there. Next up, because there hasn't been enough ukulele in this show, we have Paolo's ukulele content, and he's got a tutorial for you, so I hope you enjoy.
Right. Today we're going to look at an awesome song called Get Lucky by Daft Punk. Originally the guitar part was done by Nile Rodgers, and it's one of my favourite guitar parts ever. It's brilliant. Works really well on the ukulele, incredibly hard, okay? So brace yourselves. The point about this is though, not only does it sound great, but you're going to learn three really important things. We're going to learn all about bar chords, we're going to learn all about sixteenths, and all about muting chords as well. Let's have a quick listen to the riff first off. So, there's a lot going on here. Let's break it down. Let's look at the chords first. The first chord we're going to do is B minor. 4, 2, 2, 2. Think of it as an A minor, budged up, 1, 2, and then a bar behind it. Okay, so the first chord is B minor. The second chord is a D. We must do a closed D. Okay, we can't do the D there, open. It's got to be closed. So it's like a closed C, but up 2. You end up with 7, 6, 5, 5. Okay, the next chord is F sharp minor. Best way to think of it is like an E minor but up 2. However, we also need to put this note here, this C sharp in, because we cannot have that G ringing out. Okay, I'll explain why later. So you're going to end up with 6, 6, 5, 4. Again, a tricky chord. That's your F sharp minor. Final chord is E. The way I'm doing E, I'm muting the G string, okay, because I don't want it open because it'll clash with my G sharp that's in there. So I'm muting that with my thumb. A little bit Jimi Hendrix the way I'm bringing my thumb up there. You've then got 4, 4, 2. Okay, so it's really tricky. So you've got to bring your thumb up so you don't get that note. So we've got 4 chords: B minor, D, F sharp minor, and E. And we're muting that string there. So they're really tricky chords, okay? What's even trickier is the strum pattern that's going on here, okay? This is a very quick song. It's operating at, I think it's 116 beats per minute. But Nile Rodgers is playing 16th. So for every beat, he's doing 4 strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Called 16ths because there's 16 of them in the bar. And that's what we've got to learn initially. So to begin with, just place your hand over the strings like that, and you're just going to practice 16ths. Down, up, down, up. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 of them. It's really quite tricky to do that to begin with. So just get a nice... Got to be really even. I would suggest do it quite slow. I don't know, I'm going to put this at about 90 to begin with, my metronome. Nice and even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got to get it up for the actual song. You've got to get it up to 116. So it really is quick. So let's just have a little listen at 116. You can hear I'm also putting a little bit of a pulse on 1 and 3. We've probably got enough going on at the moment to worry about that later. So this is where it's really clever, because when you listen to the piece, you don't for 1 minute think that Nile Rodgers is just doing a down, up, but he is, okay? The way he's getting the sound is by squeezing his fingers on chords. He does this in an awful lot of the disco songs that he's on. On the screen, you'll see we've got 16 down ups, okay? Hence 16ths. Some of them are underlined. They're the ones you're going to squeeze on. So it's really tricky. So if I do it on the B minor, okay, there's 16 of them, okay. The ones that are underlined, I'm going to squeeze. The ones that aren't underlined, I'm going to lift up. But you must lift up and still have your fingers resting to mute it. So it's like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. So you can see I'm squeezing my fingers. Okay? I'll do that again. Down, up, 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 down, up. Okay? This one you've really got to practice it a lot to get it at speed. So we slowly get quicker. When you're not squeezing, you get this beautiful percussive light scrape. Okay? You're then moving between the chords. So without doing the squeeze, it's like this. And so on. We then add the squeeze. So you're squeezing on the underlined ones, and you've just got to try and memorise where to squeeze. There's no easy way to do it. I remember really struggling learning that actually. I learned it on electric guitar first. And you've just got to watch it. Down, up, 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 down, up. So the last 5 strums you're squeezing. Move as evenly as you can then between the chords. Just going back to that little pulse. If you think about the groups of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to do a little bit of a pulse on. So let's have a little listen to that at speed. So you've got a tricky one there, but you're learning brilliantly how to do bar bass. You're learning how to do 16ths. Keep it really even. Try and keep your wrist nice and loose. You can use a plectrum on this. And you're also learning about this percussive, lovely. There you go. It's a great song. It is hard, but it's really worth persevering with because you can use those skills. They're completely transferable to other songs. So there you have it. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye now.
Thank you, Paul, for filming that and sending that over to us. We always enjoy your tutorials and I hope that everyone else at home does too. Thank you once again for bearing with me. We might be back to almost normal next week. Hopefully Abby will be joining me. If not, I don't even know how to turn a ukulele into a set of bongos. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a future video. But in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday evening and a wonderful weekend. Again, love and hugs out to Kevin. I hope you feel better soon and back on your feet in no time. But for now, cheerio and see you next week.